Sean Combs, who many of us know as Diddy, Puff Daddy, or P. Diddy, is a name synonymous with success in the music world and beyond. For decades, he has been a towering figure, a true icon who built an empire from the ground up. He started Bad Boy Records, launching the careers of superstars like the Notorious Big and Mary J. Blige. His influence shaped the sound of hip-hop and R&B for a generation. Beyond music, Diddy ventured into fashion with Sean John, into spirits with Kyrock Vodka, and even into media with Revolt TV, truly embodying the spirit of an entrepreneur. His parties were legendary, his ambition undeniable, and his presence commanded attention wherever he went, making him a household name across the globe. So why is this incredibly famous and successful man now the subject of intense media scrutiny and a high-stakes federal trial? Well, this is a story that has taken a very serious and troubling turn. The headlines are stark, and the situation is grave. We are talking about a federal trial, which is a very significant matter, indicating the U.S. government believes serious crimes may have been committed. This isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's about severe allegations that challenge the public image Diddy has cultivated for so long. The news is big because Diddy is big. His career has spanned over 30 years, and he's connected to so many facets of entertainment and business, making the potential fallout enormous. The current legal troubles began to surface in a more public and alarming way starting in late 2023. A series of lawsuits started to emerge, painting a disturbing picture with allegations of misconduct. One of the first and most prominent was a lawsuit filed by his former partner, the singer Cassie Ventura, in November 2023. She accused Diddy of rape and serious physical abuse over many years. While that specific lawsuit was settled very quickly, just a day after it was filed, it seemed to open the floodgates. More accusers came forward with their own stories and lawsuits, creating a cascade of serious claims against the music mogul, signaling that these were not isolated incidents. This wave of civil lawsuits and disturbing allegations eventually captured the attention of federal investigators. In March 2024, federal agents from Homeland Security Investigations raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. These were highly publicized raids, signaling the intensity of the federal probe. It's important to understand that when federal authorities step in, it usually means they are looking into potential violations of federal law, which can carry very severe penalties. The investigation culminated in the charges he now faces, leading us to this trial in Manhattan, a stark contrast to the glamorous world he once dominated without such dark clouds overhead. Now, let's talk about the specific charges Sean Combs is facing in this federal trial. These are not minor offenses. They are incredibly serious. He has been charged under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, often known as RICO. RICO charges are typically used to prosecute organized criminal enterprises, suggesting prosecutors believe Diddy was involved in a pattern of illegal activities. Alongside the racketeering conspiracy charge, he faces 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation for the purpose of prostitution. These are grave accusations that detail alleged exploitation and criminal conduct over a period of time, painting a very different picture of the celebrity. It is absolutely crucial to state that Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to all of these charges. He has consistently and vehemently denied all the allegations against him. His legal team is arguing his innocence, and in our justice system, everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. This trial is the process where the prosecution will present its evidence, and Diddy's defense will have the opportunity to challenge that evidence and present their own case. The stakes are incredibly high for him, given his public profile and the severity of the potential consequences if he were to be convicted of these federal crimes. The world is watching closely to see how this will unfold. The trial itself officially began with jury selection, a meticulous process that started back on May 12, 2024. Finding an impartial jury for such a high-profile case can be quite challenging. Opening arguments, where both sides lay out their roadmap for the case, were anticipated around the week of May 12, 2025, here in Manhattan Federal Court. One of the first key witnesses to testify was Cassie Ventura. Her testimony is central. given her previous lawsuit detailing years of alleged abuse. Her emotional account in court has been a focal point of the early stages of the trial, bringing the stark reality of the accusations to the forefront of the proceedings. Adding to the courtroom drama, and perhaps influencing public perception significantly, was the release in May 2024 of a very disturbing surveillance video from 2016. This footage appeared to show Diddy physically assaulting Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway. The images were graphic and deeply unsettling for many who viewed them. Following the video's release, Diddy issued a public apology, calling his actions inexcusable and stating he was truly sorry. However, this apology came after years of denying such behavior, and its timing, just as the trial was getting underway and after the video became public, has been heavily scrutinized by the public and media alike. During a high-profile trial like this one, especially involving a figure as connected as Diddy, it's not uncommon for many other well-known names to surface. In this particular case, a list of over 100 names and places was presented to potential jurors during the selection process. This list included a wide array of celebrities, public figures, and prominent locations. The purpose of such a list is quite specific. It's designed to help ensure the impartiality of the jury. The court needs to know if a prospective juror has any strong feelings, positive or negative, or any personal connections to individuals who might be mentioned during testimony, which could affect their ability to be fair. Among the many names on that list was Kim Kardashian. Now, it is absolutely essential to be crystal clear about this. Kim Kardashian is not implicated in any wrongdoing in Diddy's trial. She is not accused of any crime, nor is she a target of the investigation. Her name, like many others, was included because she has, over the years, moved in similar social circles as Diddy. She has attended some of his famous parties in the past, such as his well-known white parties. Therefore, her name might be referenced in passing during the course of the trial, perhaps when discussing events or social scenes, and the court simply wants to ensure jurors can remain objective if that happens. The list given to prospective jurors was quite extensive and featured many other famous individuals. For instance, names like Usher, Kanye West, Britney Spears, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Jennifer Lopez, and even Leonardo DiCaprio were included. Some of these individuals, like Usher, have been mentioned in testimony. He allegedly witnessed an incident involving Diddy and Cassie. Kanye West has been a friend of Diddy's and publicly defended him. Kid Cudi, who dated Cassie, testified about alleged threats from Diddy. Each name has a potential, often tangential reason for being mentioned, whether it's a past professional collaboration, a social connection, or a reference in an accuser's account of events. It's important to reiterate that simply being named on such a list, or even being mentioned in testimony, does not mean involvement in criminal activity. For Kim Kardashian, her connection is purely about ensuring the jury's fairness if her name arises due to past social associations. It's also worth noting, just for clarity, that Kim Kardashian was separately scheduled to testify around May 2025 in Paris, but that was for a completely different and unrelated matter: the trial of those accused of robbing her at gunpoint in 2016. There is absolutely no link between Diddy's federal trial and her involvement in that Paris robbery case. This trial has captured widespread public attention for a multitude of reasons. Firstly, Sean Diddy Combs is a global superstar, someone whose career has been in the public eye for over 3 decades. When someone this famous faces such serious accusations, it naturally becomes a major news story. Beyond just the celebrity aspect, the nature of the charges, racketeering and sex trafficking, are deeply concerning and touch upon broader societal issues like power dynamics, abuse, and accountability, especially within the entertainment industry. Many people are also viewing this case through the lens of the Me Too movement, which has brought increased scrutiny to the conduct of powerful men. The implications of this trial extend far beyond the fate of one man. It raises difficult questions for the music industry, an industry where Diddy was a kingmaker for so long. If the allegations are proven true, it could force a reckoning about how such behavior could occur and potentially be overlooked for years. It prompts conversations about the responsibilities of those in power and the systems that might protect or enable abusers. Regardless of the verdict, the trial itself is a significant event, signaling that even the most influential individuals can be brought to account if credible evidence of serious wrongdoing emerges. It's a stark reminder of the complexities that often lie beneath a veneer of glamour and success. So, what comes next in this unfolding legal drama? Well, the trial is ongoing as of June 2025. We can expect many more days, possibly weeks or even months of testimony. The prosecution will continue to call witnesses and present its evidence, attempting to build a case that convinces the jury of Diddy's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. After the prosecution rests, Diddy's defense team will have the opportunity to present their case. This could involve calling their own witnesses, cross-examining the prosecution's witnesses, and trying to create doubt about the government's narrative. It's a meticulous and often lengthy process, guided by strict legal rules and procedures. Ultimately, after all the evidence has been presented and both sides have made their closing arguments, the case will go to the jury. The jurors will then deliberate in private to reach a unanimous verdict on each charge. This could lead to a conviction on some or all charges, an acquittal on some or all charges, or even a hung jury if they cannot reach a unanimous decision. The world will be watching for that verdict. For now, the trial continues to unfold, with each day potentially bringing new revelations or dramatic moments. It's a story that is far from over, and its conclusion will undoubtedly have lasting repercussions for all involved and the broader culture.